Hello, my friend. Edward here with another slice of weekly wisdom for you. I'm taking a slightly different angle this week because my personal weekly oracle card reading reminded me to talk to you about how important it is to be you, or to live your light, as my motto says, and how everything around you may conspire to extinguish your light and steal the spark of life. And I can speak from personal experience here. So, for some motivation this week and a deeper dive out of your comfort zone, keep watching. Now, I'm Edward Terry, your personal success coach, and I'm on a mission to provide you with the tools and techniques to help you step into the life of your dreams. If you're new here, welcome, beautiful person. And if you've been here before, remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly wisdom drops. Now, let's get into it. I've always had a penchant for the esoteric and spiritual ever since I was a teenager, and I've delved into the mysteries of many schools from Kabbalah to shamanism over the years. I learned to read tarot back in my university days, and I like to start my week with a general oracle reading as a way to contemplate on the week ahead alongside my regular journaling and planning activities, a blend of physical and metaphysical, if you will. Now, this week I drew the Blue Lady from my Oracle of the Dragonfey deck. Now, the Blue Lady's message is purely a coaching and motivational lesson, which aligns with my own 3 pillars coaching methodology, which embody courage, faith, and authenticity at their heart. And I was guided to share this with you today when I drew the card. I'll go through the guidance now and break down the lessons for you afterwards. So, are we sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The Blue Lady says that nothing is impossible. Nothing. And anybody who tells you that what you wish for, that what you yearn for, that the road you take is too hard, too difficult, or too challenging, that it is not for you, then yours is the adventure of the dream. Yours is of compromise and slow heartbreak. Well, I'm here to tell you they are wrong. Do not be angry with them. They're only speaking with the voices of the others who also feared. Their true voices they have forgotten and buried, because to remember them now hurts them so, as they feel the distance between who they are and who they have allowed themselves to become. Do not fall into their illusion. Their resistance will grow stronger, so be prepared. But the strength that is within you, if fed and supported, will grow till the seemingly impossible is made real. Nothing is impossible, and your dreams have a chance of coming true. Most of all, you have the chance to be truly yourself, rather than a cut down to size version others wish you to be. There's no safety in diminishing who you truly are. Be yourself. Follow the dream and listen to your own clear, calm inner voice. Be guided to do the impossible now. What does this mean? Well, I can really summarize her whole message around the challenge of being in your comfort zone, a place where everything is just cozy and easy and nothing is really challenging. We're all faced with choices every day, to stay safe as we are or to grow and become the person we dream of being. We're born with a unique gift inside each one of us, out of the impossible chances even just to be born in the first place, and a light that we can bring to the world to make it a better place. This might not mean we're here to change the world or earn billions, but we can change the worlds of those around us and touch the lives in ways that only we know how to. But external voices dissuade us from taking the steps to become the person we need to become. They whisper fears into our heads and our hearts, not usually from malice, but seeking to protect us from potential hardships, to keep us safe and in what they see as the comfort zone. It's what they learned, what they were taught, what they became. Now, my story is a perfect example of this, so indulge me while I share with you my tale. In my teenage years, I was into role-playing. I was the archetypal geek. I loved stories and their possibilities and became a regular games master. That's the one who plans and orchestrates the stories for the other players. I started writing fiction and poetry and studied short story writing. I continued to play throughout my university days and got involved in the live action version of the hobby. I set up my own club, which I ran for over 10 years, and organised, scripted and produced more adventures than I can remember. I absolutely loved it. Our small team had an extensive props library and many masks and costumes. We held all-day adventures with everybody playing everything from wizards to paladins paladins. It was quite a sight when we gathered outside my parents' house on Sunday. It was as if Middle-earth had come to suburbia. We were the wild ones, but we were in our world and loved every minute of it. I also worked on a couple of national LARP events with their special effects crews and learned some basic lighting and sound tricks. We got involved with the local council and adapted our skills into children's edutainment, delivering interactive environmental teaching events way back in the 80s and 90s. We worked with English Heritage and I became artistic director for their Halloween Horrors productions for 2 years in a row, overseeing a team of about 70 volunteers and jointly coordinating their annual production at Fort Amherst in Kent. This was amazing. We had the opportunity to turn the club professional, and it would have meant travelling overseas. And this is where the comfort zone met the future and the fear set in. There was immense friction between the two, and after 2 weeks of soul searching, it was decision day. But nobody else in the team, apart from me, wanted to risk the comfort for the chance of a lifetime. I was crestfallen, but that's how it went down. I faced the same challenge, the need for security and a regular paycheck versus the love of doing something the closest people to me were advising was not something I was ever going to make any money at. So I took a new job in a new town and started my new life. However, it was mundane, and although I still wrote stories, it was just an ordinary job at an ordinary company, doing the same as everybody else. Things were comfortable for a few years, but just after the millennium, I was made redundant. So I set up my own web company. It did okay, and it fed my inner geek. It gave me more freedom to be creative, designing for the web and print and indulging my writing through copywriting. Later, I started a restaurant and grew the business to 5 sites. After 14 years, I was now in the 4% club. Only 4% of businesses survive beyond 10 years. It was an incredible achievement, but something was missing. There was no fire. A good friend of mine said that I had lost my mojo and that I wasn't the same person she knew back from my LARP days. Another friend said I should be an actor because I had the look, and I lit up when I dropped into improvised characters. So I created a profile on a casting website and kind of forgot about it until I had a stroke in early 2020. The universe sent me a message to rethink what I was doing. As I slowly regained my strength, I decided I need to accept the truth of my creative storytelling side and find a way to bring this into my work. I improved my casting profile and was picked up for a TV series early in 2021. It was only as an extra, but I felt energized even at the thought of the work. I left the restaurants and set up my own coaching and consulting business and restarted my story writing, entering a few competitions and getting a runner-up for a poetry piece. It felt like coming home. I've been picked up on a few other productions in 2021, and through my desire and intention to grow my experience and work in film and TV, manifested a scholarship in Meisner acting technique with the Actors Pulse, a leading Meisner technique acting school in the Southern Hemisphere. This comes from a willingness to believe in myself, to have the courage to follow my path, the faith that it will work out, and the authenticity to be my true self. So many people have said I look so much better now, much more healthy and much more vibrant. As they say, where intention goes, energy flows. And this is also at the core of this week's reading. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Hell yeah. Thank you for indulging me. Now, I hope you learned something along the way. If you did, remember to comment below and let me know. As you can see in my story, other people didn't want me to lose what they thought I needed based on their reality and risk it for my dreams. They chose to remain in their comfort zones. They just wanted the best for me, as others will want the best for you, but it's their best, not yours. My story, which I liken to wandering off the path I was on and now return to, reminds me of a quote by Henry David Thoreau. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. What castles have you built in your dreams that you can start to build foundations for in real life? Everything starts with a dream. The dream becomes a thought, more concrete and rational. It is a seed that germinates until it gathers energy and emotion, which we think of as energy in motion. And once it picks up momentum, it turns into action, and this bears the fruit of the results. But others try to interrupt the process and short-circuit it with their well wishes and fears. Will you allow them to have dominion over your thoughts, or observe their input for what it is? Information which you can choose to accept or reject. You should take steps to separate advice that comes from experience, true wisdom, and advice that comes from fear, their conditioning. People may be speaking to you from their fear and tell you that what you wish for and hope for cannot be. And it's not just about the mundane. It's about those precious jewels of hope that form our existence and our identity. The question truly is, who do you wish to be? An amalgamation of the fear and conditionings of others? Or do you wish to bravely be yourself and risk the falls that may come? And falls will come, as will resistance. Growth is not without its pains. A butterfly cracks out of its cocoon to be transformed from a caterpillar into its new form, and a chick must crack its shell of its egg, its early comfort zone, to breathe new life and grow onwards into an adult bird. And we too face constant challenges as we grow. Understand that you are the one who must make the decision about your path. No matter how caught up and how bound you feel you might be, there is always a way to be truly free, and that is by expressing the essence of you and being true to your own heart, your talents, and your powers. Stay strong, stay true, and do not waver. Courage, faith, authenticity. Breaking through to the other reality is your role this lifetime. The reality of the you of your dreams, fully expressing your gifts and talents. To carve out a path for yourself and light the way for others. You are unlimited. Do not allow fear to bind you or burden you. You are free, and the impossible is simply an act of magical will and self-determination. As Emily Dickinson said succinctly, I dwell in possibility. That's the essence of my life. What's yours? Comment below and let me know. Remember to click the like button, then subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And comment below to let me know where you're tuning in from, or what you'd like to hear me talk about next, so I can make the content that you want to see. Because I'm dedicated to producing weekly videos on mindset, meditation, and motivation to help you live your light. And remember to check out all these recommended videos from me. And until next time, my friend, peace.